We are looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. This return starts at the 5. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. 1st down throw, Lawrence. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. There's a dive up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He goes to the hurry up here. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. 4th down, pass coming. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the 1st.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he stopped as we get closer to our 1st point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he brings it in touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Hooking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running for the first time with the Louisville Cardinal. Escapes a defender. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. His first throw is an interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season. See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They go play action. Lawrence. This is a heater going deep. That one connects. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out now to his left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Go right side, and McBride has it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. We've set it down from 37. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Balled in again, it's McBride. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Pushing for the end zone. It holds the football. It's not loose. And it looks like the Jaguars got to it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that...
He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points, and their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score, they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline, and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. We'll cobble together a yard there. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Good running here. He's across the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Looking inside the red zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Yeah, so a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, the big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Rutger with the extra point. And the Chiefs trim the deficit down to 5. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's ETN to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense to the line fast. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Nice play straight ahead. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Lawrence in the pistol. It's on target to Williams. Reaches the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars hold an 11-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push the lead up to 12. On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Throws this one deep down the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's Mahomes now. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mahomes back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here. Handoff now out of the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To the air, Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a one-score game in the first half. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Force snap to his right, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Let's go.
Lawrence to throw it. Taken in by Williams outright. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. One right down the middle. And the Jaguars push the lead up to 12. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
He put everything he had into this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First and 10. It's Lawrence. It's his running back. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On first and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Back to throw Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but he sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run.
Brought in inside the 20. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars go up by 19. On now is Cook to kick this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He's got McBride complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
From the red zone now. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. And we've got to regroup for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch made. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Looks like a design run here from Mahomes. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here. Lawrence in the pistol. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making a 3-possession game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars go up by 19. On now is Cook to kick this away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Jaguars keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Thrown back, gets the handoff. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Chiefs who have possession, and they've got to get to work. They're in a massive hole. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that's true.
And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
Chiefs 31.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Setting him on the dive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this fourth down. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Going on fourth, here's Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Still has some space inside the 35. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down. Running it now out of the gun. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's second down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we...
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it an 11-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Wide open down the field, and he has it! Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Running back motions right. Mahomes on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And Fatu Melifonwu with the INT.
56. Chiefs 44. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, there's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run. Breaks the tackle. He gets by another one. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Hits the 20. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars go up by 19.
63. Chiefs 44.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. Down the sideline past the 40. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. Over to the right. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
52.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. Got that amazing play.
First and 10 now from the 46. They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down. Lawrence to throw it. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another third and long. They'll throw third and long. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down. All set to go now from the 35. First down throw, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. That's caught at the 4. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. On now is Cook to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Here he goes, one final shot. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.